Hello guys, this is ASCHETIUS, and look at this. This is the final boss for the first season. And if you're thinking that this boss is going to be something that is easy, according to the other bosses that you had in the game already, well, unfortunately I have to say that this boss is the hardest one, okay? He's not easy to fight, guys, and there are plenty of factors that influence the performance right here when you go to prepare your team to fight against this boss. And if you do it correctly, it's possible to reach at least 100 million damage, okay? But don't think that's going to be easy. You go over to 200 million damage, because that is another story right here. Of course, that if you have a corrosion team, there are big possibilities that's possible you reach that, you know. I don't want to discourage you in something here, but this boss is insane hard, okay? But guys, there are possibilities. That's why you are here. We are here to bring videos to help you out in terms of this battle in general, you know. And I hope that this video is going to be convenient for you, because I really want you to succeed. Look at this. ING also influence a lot. It's possible that ING affect your results in some way. It's not all the time it is possible your battle be consistent. If it is not consistent, just go try again the same way that I do with the clan boss, you know, in terms of temporal vortex. I do the same, okay guys? But anyway, let's talk about this boss. Let's see what this boss has in special, okay, that you have to consider and to be able to prepare our heroes. Let's start here firstly. Recommended accuracy 320, the same before resistance, okay guys? Why that is important, guys? Many talk about resistance here because this guy plays debuffs, okay, according to his skill. The first skill here, that's his passive. After each skill casting, the monster gains frenzy. You guys gonna have this perception, because this frenzy here, he ignores parts of the enemy's defense. How these frenzy act? Look at this. He gains frenzy in amount equal to the number of debuffs inflicted on himself. That is how this frenzy is going to work, okay? Each stack of frenzy enables the monster to ignore 0.6% of the enemy's defense. Frenzy stacks up to 150, okay? That's the limit. But I tell you, when he reached there, or before that, it's possible he eliminate your team, okay? Totally, you know, because he hits very hard, all right? Here he's totally immune against any kind of control or ultimate down immunity, okay? According to his ultimate skill. The first skill here, he hits the ground. He has a control here because he knocks up, okay? He has a control right here when he's going to attack all enemies. The second skill right here, oops, the second, no, this is the, yeah, the second skill right here. He drops his rocks to attack the enemy with the highest attack, dealing fire damage to them and reducing their ultimate energy by 100%. After dealing damage, if the enemy's HP is lower than 30%, it deals more fire damage to other enemies, okay? The third skill here, he deals fire damage to all enemies, and here he's still one buff from each of them, okay? He's going to be stealing buffs. On this skill here, he plays, look at that, all that kind of debuffs, okay? He deals damage to all enemies 3 times, each dealing fire damage and having 100% chance to inflict the debuff. That's according to these debuffs right here. The last skill, he deals fire damage to all enemies. If they possess debuffs, additionally deals fire damage to them only, and each additional damage has 100% chance to remove one debuff from the monster himself, okay? That is the last skill that he has. As you guys can see, The turn here is every 30 seconds. Okay, that's important because when I'm gonna be timing, you have to know that. Okay, guys, how you are going to build your heroes? I'm going to suggest you something here that can be totally relevant, you know, for this kind of battle. Look, ancestral protection for survivability, but look at this. This can be interesting. Okay, the Tunnel King clock. Because this one here, the weather has additional 50% chance of dispelling one buff from the enemy, because it's possible he steal buffs from you. Okay, and of course you don't want to the boss has increased attack against you. Okay, that's one of the factors here. Well, if you place with Rookie, guys, actually, like, this is very random. You can put Rookie to be the guy for be a DPS dealer, or you can place him for place defense down. It's up to you, okay? Because also can use a Dargo for that. And then if you use a Dargo for that, what you're gonna do? Simple. You're gonna place. You're gonna place, make him, like, let's say you're gonna use the Dargo to place defense down, okay? And then this guy is going to be the DPS dealer. Like, just guys have just to revert to the situation here. As you guys can see, I'm using the gear Emissary. However, the undead armor should be the one to be used against this boss. But we have a bug here on the test server, and unfortunately you cannot use this specific gear, because we won't be able to have very nice damage against the boss. Okay, that's why I have to use the Emissary right here. Just as give an explanation here about the situation. Okay, when you go to the game to play against this boss, just make sure, guys, that you have the undead gear available for you. The undead gear that I'm talking about, I'm going to show here now, is the green one. Actually, the green one that is the one that guys are using to fight against the temporal vortex. Is this one here. Okay, the undead one. It's going to be pretty interesting. You guys use this gear against this boss. Okay, yeah. So in terms of position, well, this is the position that I put it right here. As guys, like, this is more specific for corrosion, but it's important you consider to put your heroes on the way that can be separated between who is melee attack to the ones that are range attack. Okay, the range attack that I have here, they're totally in the back, and then the melee ones stay there in the front. All right, that's what it is. Well, you guys can mix, like, you guys can change it. She's a melee anyway, but you see that I placed my guy over here, my Cinderella, because he's a range hero. Okay, and another point here that I'd like to say is, if you have ranged heroes, just make sure about the mythical gear that's possible you bring. I suggest you use the chest of radiance for sure, but you have the downpipe that's possible you guys use, so it's up to you as well how you're gonna use the downpipe in terms of this configuration right here. Mainly if you don't have the rat tamer. Okay, if you don't have the rat tamer, so you guys know well, Rook has to use the poison swamp. I suggest you put poison swamp. That is this mythical artifact that I'm using here with Dargo. Okay, this is just an explanation. Okay, guys, you guys have an idea about what you guys are going to do in terms of this battle. Well, I think this is totally straightforward. Okay, totally basic here. Well, of course, I'm fighting here again with the heroes that they are part of corrosion, but there are some other elements in the game. Okay, guys, I suggest you to consider some mythical chests, because this mythical chest can be interesting for you. Many of these one that I'm going to show right now. Now, a part of this one that I already showed for you guys, but this one here. Why I'm no, not this one here. Okay, the Supreme Blessing Armor. Why I'm telling about this one? Because this one here, When the wearer gains a buff, there is a 50% chance for the buff to be undispellable. That can help you a lot in terms of survivability as well. You know, for the boss, do not do not rob from you, steal from you your buffs. Okay guys, this is just like a suggestion that I'm giving here, because unless if you go there place some amount of resistance, because the resistance is too high in my opinion, you know, will have a very nice performance. But like, always consider to use the mythicals, because in my opinion is going to be great for you, you know. Of course, that also in terms of the gauntlets, the gloves, the precise carnage here. You guys have to use this one for improve your damage as well. Okay. Anyway, guys, this is exactly my suggestion in terms of this battle. Okay, and again, the iron energy influence a lot here. Iron energy influence a lot. Now let's go in terms of timing, guys. For this battle here, I place my lovely, I'm gonna put it here, I think the best one this for my Calavera for this team is 13.5. In terms of my Cinderella, I don't think that he needs to have 30 seconds here in terms of the skill casting interval, because I succeed without that. But let's see how it's going to be the battle now, you know, just for you have an idea about the performance right here. But guys, timing also influence. Okay, in some part of your support is you guys have to use 30 seconds. Okay, and I'm going to also suggest for you guys, give a suggestion here for you that have a rook. I'm going to use the rook with the Calavera, and you guys also have Yogi. Okay, that's Zogok. I have also a timing for you guys have a look, because also this timing has been shared by Gorax, you know. And thank you Gorax for the information as well, you know. But I'm going to inform you guys I'll give you another suggestion just in case if you guys would like to use. Okay, for this battle here, it didn't work properly the time, so this is not a good time. So 13.5, guys, always have to test. Always have to test. So I'm gonna put here 15.5. 15.5 for Calavera, because I think it worked to 15.5. Let's see now. And again, guys, it's not all the time the battle is going to be consistent. Okay, it's possible to be consistent. Yes, that's totally possible to happen. But it's not all the time, you know. So we have to be logical here. The same thing happened in terms of temporal attacks. So for this boss, it's not going to be different. And of course, you'd like to have a very good amount of damage, because you're gonna be also compete with other players. Okay, I understand you know. But guys, just go there and try on in terms of the timing. I'm exactly give you specific timing here, how we're gonna proceed in terms of the time. You know, you guys know well in terms of the heroes who has to go first, the one that are going to place defense down and so on. You know, always go on that way, on that direction. You know, for you guys have improved well your damage. So this battle also didn't work well. No, it's always random. I'm going to bring another battle here, that is this one here. This is another suggestion here. I'm going to show here, guys, the timing that Gorax informed to the guys. Okay, for rook, if you have a rook, that's going to put 14.8, and then here is going to be 19.8. okay, now for Dargo, guys, going to put 19.1 with 11.5, because in this case here, Dargo is the one that's going to place defense down. And 19.1 as well for Whiskey, that's going to be also a DPS dealer. Now, in terms of Calavera, guys, 2030, okay? And for Ogok, 25.5 and 30 here. You guys can put 25. Gorak suggests 25 there. I'm going to use this suggestion that he gave, okay? But I have my suggestion as well. I'm going to share for you guys, just like as an option, okay? So let's go here. Another thing, guys, you guys can also do it manually for you guys be able to reach high damage. If you do manually, it's going to be better for you as well, you know, because according to the time of the skill that the boss is going to perform here, you know, it's possible guys reach high damage with this boss if you do manually. You know, this is another suggestion that I give because I also did when I did 200 million damage, but I do it manually, okay, not automatically, because you guys see there are 5 skills, and the ones that can totally change the scenario of your battle here are exactly the moment when the boss is stealing, are able to steal any buff that you have, or even when the boss are going to place in the debuffs here, because he does high damage, guys, very hard damage, okay? So you guys see, you know, this didn't work for me now according to that time, you know, but I'm going to also give you another suggestion here in terms of time. This is because my gear is not well prepared, okay? Don't think that this time is not working. This time works. It depends of the gear as well, okay? I just would like to remind you that another time here that actually I was using is this one, 15 and 19.5, 19.5 here, 19.5. So I'm gonna put here 19.55. I'm gonna keep it that, and here 13.5 for Calavera, and this guy here I was using 25.5. Okay, this is one of the configuration that I was using before. It worked for me because I did 150 million damage, you know, between one battle to another. But again, I mean trying to work properly in terms of the gear and everything. Of course, when you go to prepare our team in the game, it's a part of the test server. That's going to be all the story. It's possible, guys, in my opinion, have a better performance than exactly here on the test server as I'm having now. Okay, this is one point that I would like to say. But guys, these are times that you guys can consider to use in your battle, okay? Anyway, I hope that you guys like this video right here. You know, thank you, Gorax, for sharing your performance there in terms of the 200 million that he did. He did well, in my opinion. You know, I also did it here. I was trying between one battle to another. RNG sucks. How he's going to say like that? RNG totally sucks here, guys. Honestly, I swear for God. You know, but yeah, we can deal with that. It's possible you will change right here. During my live videos, I'm gonna be fight against this boss, checking gears, mainly between the mythical ones. Just came along, you know, you are totally invited to be with me every single day. I'm gonna be doing, I always do live videos. You are totally invited to be with me, guys. Just subscribe here to my channel, like my video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Order and chaos rolling in the multiverse. For thousands of years, their wars have never ended. Everyone has been involved in this war. So, where is your fate rolling to? Now, rolling in the Dragonheir world.